Okay, sorry, fixing my hair. Didn't do a very good job, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. So this is kind of your introduction to the sketchbook and your first exercise. And all these exercises are designed to help make you a better artist and particularly a better drawer. Just being able to look at something and being able to recreate what you see. So these exercises are taken from a book called Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. Those books have been around a long time, but they keep reprinting it and changing it and updating it. I did a lot of these exercises when I was in high school with a man named Brad Owens, who was my teacher here. And I just really swear by these. I really think they're great. And what I like about them is it proves that you can teach how to draw. It doesn't mean everybody's going to be a fantastic, Van Gogh by the time they're done, but you can all be better than what you are. And that philosophy is based on, we have two sides of our brain, our left side and our right side. And they work kind of independently of each other. And the drawing side is on the right side of your brain. But what happens is your left side of your brain, if you're right-handed, it'd be flipped if you're the other. But your left side of the brain takes over and talks your right side out of doing what it wants to do. And that's when you don't draw well. So if your right brain is doing what it's supposed to, you will draw well. And so these are all exercises to kind of train us to get in our right mind, actually. And so the very first exercise we're going to do is kind of just proving that point. So it's called Vases and Faces. And it is over on the cabinet over here by my window. In the top tray are these, and you're going to need one of these. And if there's a different one, if you're right-handed and if you're left-handed, so make sure you get the right one. And I'm right-handed, so I'm going to take the right-handed one. And you're going to take this and you're going to put it in your sketchbook underneath a piece of paper like this. And you'll be able to see through it. I don't know if you can tell it in the video, but you can. And you're going to trace over this. And hopefully we know the difference between tracing and drawing right now. So you're going to trace it over it perfectly, exactly the way it is. Then you're going to remove it. So you'll have it and it'll kind of look like this, without the writing on your paper. And then you're going to take your drawing pencil that I gave you and you're going to draw and you're going to try to mirror image this. And your job is just to try to make this as exact as the other side as possible. And but I hope you understand mirror image. So the reason it's mirror image, when you're done, it should either look like a vase or a face, depending on how you look at it. It has this kind of a look to it. Hopefully you can see that little black drawing over there, right there. It should look like a vase or a face when it's finished off. And it's just trying to duplicate. And what's going to happen is just do that now. Okay, pause the video right here and do that. And it might take you 5-10 minutes tops. Okay. All right. So hopefully now you're done. You're unpaused. You've done that drawing. And you probably found it a little frustrating. Okay. So I want you to analyze yourself a little bit. What were the things your head was telling yourself to do? Were you saying, okay, now I'm drawing the nose? Or, okay, now I got to get these lips. Well, these lips aren't right. Is that the kind of thing you were saying to yourself as you were doing this? Or did you just get to a point and go, this is impossible, and just quit? Or did you feel yourself making some changes and asking yourself different questions in order to make this right, or going to a different spot to work on it and to doing it right? When you start asking questions and start seeing this drawing as a puzzle, you're getting into your right side of your mind. So you want to see the drawing you're creating as a puzzle. So I want you to do this drawing again now. So you're going to have two of these drawings. So trace it again, just like you did before, on another piece of paper. And this time, as you're drawing, I want you to ask yourself these kind of questions. Don't call these face shapes. Don't say nose. Don't say eyes as you're drawing in your head. Think of them as shapes. Say, I have a curve here, or I have a straight line, or I have a squiggle. Think of them as shapes, not as items of the face, okay? Use other lines to help you. Use the side of the paper and go, how far away from the edge of the paper is this? Or take your pencil and lay it on here and go, oh, that in that middle farthest part right there is right here, and draw a line across. Use that. Make reference lines to do that. Use another piece of paper to line stuff up. Fold it if you need to. Mark points if you need them to help yourself. flip and draw it from the other direction. Draw it from the bottom up or the other way, or go halfway and feel like you got it and then flip it and draw it the other way. Just keep asking yourself questions. How is this related to this other part? How far is this from this other? Use your finger and measure things out like this. Oh, this is this wide. Oh, this is this wide. And then do that on the other side. Use those things. Use your problem solving ability to do this. Okay. And then now draw it again. And then once again, it should just take you 5 or 10 minutes. Okay. Pause and do that. Okay. Then now that you're done, just put both of them, leave them both in your book. And there's a couple little questions I asked at the end of this I want you to answer, and they're easy. So just do that. And then this first one's done. Good job.